The other thing that I do is, and you'll be able to partake of this on the website, it's called our Grease Lightening Growth and Slide Pomade. This stuff is amazing. It's a recipe that's been in my family for over 53 years. Yes.
Are you tired of struggling with hair growth and thinning strands? Release the magic in your locks and tresses with I Am Melanin Magic Hair Oils. Premium blend of all natural ingredients strengthens, restores, and revitalizes your hair for maximum health and growth. Don't let thinning hair
straightened hair brand.
Upgrade your hair care game today.
Are you?
I Am Melanin Magic Hair Oil.
Welcome back. A lot of times when you have locks, whether they be Sisterlocks, Microlocks, knotted locks, any other type of lock, even traditional locks, your locks can suffer from dryness. And the type of dryness that can be the most painful or the most of a nuisance is going to be the kind of dryness that is in the roots. The longer pieces of your hair, your tresses, okay, the actual lock itself may not feel as dry, but even if it does, it doesn't have the same kind of harm, or it doesn't do the same type of harm that having dryness in your scalp can do. One of the important things that you have to remember when you decide to embark upon a lock journey is that you still have the same hair that you had before you started the journey. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you had super dry hair before the journey, you're going to have super dry hair now, except that it's going to be super dry and more prone to a different kind of breakage if it is not remediated, if the dryness is not remediated. So it's important to remember that if you needed oils or sprays or butters or pomades or whatever it is on your hair prior to your lock journey, you're still going to need that whilst in your lock journey, okay? And so I want to tell you that other than dispensing with the most obvious things, such as making sure that your hair is not being exposed to excessive heat, for example, using a hair dryer or sitting in the sauna for extended periods of time without moisturizing your hair, or even sunbathing for extended periods of time, or perhaps you play a water sport that takes place outside in the summer and your hair is exposed to a lot of extra heat. Other than trying to mitigate those kinds of circumstances, there are other things that you can do as well. Making sure that you yourself are very hydrated. I drink water throughout the day, but this summer, literally a few days ago, I actually had to go to the hospital for dehydration. And I'm someone that gets at least 3 quarts of water, close to 4 quarts, almost a gallon daily. And I was out in the sun for a couple of days back to back. I didn't have my water bottle with me, which is usually the bottle that carries my healing water from Florvilla, Georgia, which meant that I was kind of sparingly drinking water out of plastic bottles, which I didn't quite like. And then at other times, I simply was not getting the hydration that I needed. I woke up the next day, I went out for a fun day at the park, and by that time, I was already starting to be a little dehydrated without realizing it. Needless to say, I ended up hooked up to an IV in the hospital later that evening. So it can catch anybody off guard. The sun is doing different things today. The sun is not like it used to be. So number one, hydrating within, making sure that you're getting the amount of hydration that you need, okay? The other thing that I do is, and you'll be able to partake of this on the website, it's called our Grease Lightening Growth and Slide Pomade. This stuff is amazing. It's a recipe that's been in my family for over 53 years. Yes, this is what grew my hair and kept it long as a kid. This is what my mom used on us throughout our entire, childhood and pubescence. And then as well as what I used on my daughters. I used to make it. And so I have made this family honored recipe, this time tried tradition, to add it to the website. And when I tell you it creates an amazing amount of slide for your hair, it does. So what you really want to do is you want to go in to areas where your hair is super tangled. And usually you'll experience super tangledness in areas where the new growth is starting to marry and combine, and you still have weeks to go, especially if you are knotted locked. If you're knotted locked, you're being encouraged to wait a little bit longer in between your reknotting sessions, or you tend to just wait a little longer because you know you can. And so as a result, sometimes depending upon your hair texture, your hair can get very tangled up. The other thing I want you to understand is if you're using water more frequently, that can also create a lot of tangles depending on the type of water you're using, the quality of the water, and other factors around your particular need. So this is beautiful because once you touch it, it melts. Okay, so it's very soft. So if you decide to get this from the website, make sure that once it ships and it gets to you, that it is stabilized at room temperature and it's solid, because it could heat up during en route to you. And what you want to do is, you can do it by the section as you get better, but essentially all you want to do is touch the scalp and take and pull up just a little bit, maybe a quarter to a fourth of an inch. You do not have to touch the knot or touch where the interlocking begins and then move down. There's no need to put this on the actual lock. Now, if you're working with your children and you're using it on their hair and they're not locked and it's just natural, then you're going to want to part the hair horizontally and vertically, just like we did growing up, and just do the scalp. But again, you're going to put it right there, and then you're just going to smooth it up the lock. And when I tell you, you don't go all the way up, you just go the first quarter of an inch. This is mostly where it's going to do the most tangling. And you can amend this as needed. And it's just a dab will do, just a dab, okay? And here we go. And when I tell you that this is absolutely amazing, it's amazing. It's super amazing. And the beautiful thing is this, like with a lot of people that deal with extremely dry hair and they say, I've tried rose water, I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried the oils, and after I put them in, even the amazing Melanin Magic oil, which is wonderful for everyone, they say, I put the oil in and then by the next day my hair is dry again. That's because your hair doesn't just need oil, it needs a special amount of slide. And when this goes on your hair, it's gonna last for days and days, and it's going to make your hair feel absolutely amazing. And so you'll do this in parts and in sections, especially in those areas where your hair needs it the most. And remember, you're touching the scalp and you're going up the hair just a little. You are not, I repeat, making a part and just going straight down. Don't do that the way you oiled your hair when you were coming up. You're not going to get the best results. Also remember that when you're doing this, that once you do wash your hair, like if you're someone that washes your hair every 2 to 3 weeks, make sure when you do wash your hair, you thoroughly wash your hair just like you would if you were using this or anything else. And for others of you who are still looking for something very light, this is our Cocoa Batana Elixir. This is an amazing, amazing product. If you like sugary sweet caramel chocolate, if you're a coffee chocolate lover, that's gonna feel like a coffee lover's heaven for your hair. You just dab it with the dropper in specific areas and gently massage it in. It's got a lot of antioxidant support. It's going to make your hair feel good. And once you get the slide in, if you decide later, a couple days later, you want to go in with another one of the oils, you're going to find that it's going to be much better, especially if you're someone that deals with dryness. And those tangles, once you massage it in gently and let it sit, go to work, and fully melt, you're going to notice that your hair is just feeling so much better, so much better. So for all you people out there who deal with extra dry hair, don't give up the battle. The battle wages on. You can in fact create slide with the right product. Get your grease lightning on the website. There are quite a bit of other deals on the site. We're having an amazing summer sale because we're introducing several other products, which is the Citrus Synergy, which is a hair growth promoter. We have the travel size here of the I Am Melanin Magic Oil, which some of you will love if you're traveling or you just want a purse size. We also have the Ronnie's Continuous Spray Mist, This is amazing because this, and let me tell you, this is a combination of secretly blended floral waters and essential oils that make your hair feel amazing. If you're someone that needs a little extra moisture before you oil, or you just want a little extra moisture because you know you're going out in the sun, this is going to be the product for you. It is uplifting, it is refreshing, it's suitable for when you come out of a workout and your scalp is a little bit damp and you want to rinse the salt out, or you want to put something on it that's going to help clean the hair as well as moisturize it and allow your hair to rinse. It's perfect. It's also perfect if you work out a lot and you just want to take a few cups of water and pour it over your hair and let that drain the salt out, and then let it air dry, and then later go in with this for a nice scent. It's going to be wonderful for you. I hope that you will find that we are working very hard to take into consideration your feedback and to create more products and to add other things to the product line that we feel will be useful for you. And the sales again throughout the month are going to be amazing. And so if you check the site out, it's just amazing. And we will be offering some additional sales and promotions for the oomsie. For those of you who love the oomsie and maybe haven't been able to order as much of it as you like, keep an eye out on the website for that as well.
Welcome to Tunisia's Locs, Beauty Tips, and Potpourri, the channel where we get it all in. You can also learn more about the I Am Melanin Magic brand. Thank you for stopping by.
Our magical hair growth serum did this after just 8 short weeks, 5 times per week. Denisha began with the premium oil blend in April, and by June she had already regrown hair. Angelica addressed thinning with the magical hair growth serum and continues to use the products to improve thinning in areas where it's been hard to regrow hair. Meet Kina. Her hair loss was spread over several areas. She went ham with the magical hair growth serum, and to the shock of her loctician, her hair began to rebound fast. She is delighted, and so am I.
I am Melanin Magic, and so are you.